Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is actually like 2 in the afternoon. I had a night shift last night, but I have some exciting news that you guys need to know about because it's sick. So if any of you follow any of the Mill Hill lot on Instagram, Facebook, or anything, you would have seen that last weekend. Yep, night shift brain off. You would have seen that it was our summer camp, which I wish I videoed, and I brought Amy along, who is my girlfriend, which you haven't met yet. Awkward. Anyway, so you can imagine the madness. Sick. And I got my blue belt, which is so fucking ridiculous to me because I just can't put into words what I expected. And I just wanted to do a video talking to you guys about that. But first, I think I should go get showered and dressed. What do you guys reckon? I think I should. But thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching this video. And I will hopefully be entertaining enough that you watch the whole video. The YouTube channel is going to be, hopefully, have some regular stuff coming to it now. Let's proper try and start raising awareness. Let's proper start getting on with it, showing you guys the stuff about my stoma, and just stop being shy, because that's where it comes down to. I'm just not ballsy enough to pull my camera out in some situations, and I'm not ballsy enough to talk about my stoma. So let's fucking go. So my morning routine is essentially the same every day, whether I'm here or at my girlfriend's house. And it is, get up, have a shower, get dressed, brush your teeth, blah, blah, blah. It's not a bag change day today. I changed it yesterday. But I have a box of supplies. There are more down there. But essentially, these are my bags. They're Dansac Complex Nova Lice. And they have this. So essentially, that comes off, right? That bit sticks to your skin. My stoma goes in there. I open this to let the shit out, and I roll it up. If I can roll it up with one hand, and Velcro it down, and that keeps it secure. That keeps it secure during Jiu-jitsu. Don't know how, but it does. So sometimes at jits, I have a problem where this bit peels off round here, because that is the bit here round by my belly button. So as you can see, it's already peeling. So when I go to Jiu-jitsu tonight, that might be a bit sketch, but we shall see. And then obviously I have my other bag here, which is these ones, if my camera focuses. And these are just basically small little stoma bags, because that's a mucus fistula. If you don't know what mucus fistula is, it's essentially what it says on the tin, really. It's a fistula, so it collects mucus, and that mucus is what basically makes me have colitis, in short of it. So we don't like it. So they're trying to get it out of my body, but it essentially catches all the mucus that I normally would shit out. Sometimes I do have to still let some out of my back passage, if you like, but not very often, so we just deal with it, really. But yeah, at the moment I'm living at my nan's, purely because mine and Charlotte's relationship didn't work out. I don't really want to put loads of detail out there to the universe, but I have a new girlfriend. Her name is Amy. You shall see her shortly. Yeah, that's all to say about that, really. Now, what is my ironing? Found it. So the bags are completely waterproof. You didn't have to take it off before you get in the shower. You don't have to do anything like that. So I'm gonna have a shower. I'll see you guys soon. Showered. Happy days, right. So I thought I would, sweeties, take you through what I take out with me, and also what goes in my jiu-jitsu bag. So this one is what I take to jiu-jitsu with me. That goes in my jiu-jitsu bag. And then I have 2 bag changes that go in this little thing, and this goes with me anywhere that I stay overnight. I always take 2 just in case I have a terrible night, or if, I don't know, I wake up and it's really itchy or something and I just need to change it in a couple of times. It is what it is. You always take more just in case. They're not my teddies, by the way. So yeah, all of this goes in these bags like so. And then we simply roll this up. Always give it a bit of a smush because it doesn't really do up very well, so I need 2 hands. And then all the other stuff's in there, and that just goes in my jiu-jitsu bag. This one goes in my personal bag. Just while my food's warming up, I'll take you through what I put in my bag. Right, so this is my bag. It's a tatami fightwear bag. It's perfect, really. I do want a rucksack just because it's a little bit, I don't know, easier for me to carry. But I'm going to take you through what's in here. Tonight is gi at jiu-jitsu. So we're going to go over all that when we get there, and I'm going to show you some stuff. Get a chance for my partner or to someone there to video me rolling for you guys. Because I feel like it's very important that you guys need to see that I do actually partake in the sport of jiu-jitsu. I am not very good, so don't expect amazing things, but at the same time you need to understand that I've been through more than everybody else in that room in respect to my stoma. Everyone's been through different things, but as a physical aspect, everyone in that room is very physically fit, okay? Some of them have been through some mental struggles, some family stuff, and I'm not saying that anything like that and not taking away from any of the guys at the gym. But at the same time, I'm on a different level in respect to my stoma. If I was to compete against anyone else with a stoma, I feel like I'd be far better than them. So if you've got a stoma and you want to challenge me, then let's arrange it. But I just think it's very important to recognise your weak areas, and I feel like filming it, A, will help me out, and B, I feel it would be good content for the channel. You can finally see how I roll, what positions I avoid, what positions I like, and yeah, and it'd be great for the club. So let's do it, because we've been in lockdown. I haven't been able to video anything. The content has been shocking, so I'm going to try and make this video as great as possible. So that's kind of everything that I would take for a gi session. Now, I'm not saying that this is what I take every gi session, because sometimes I do take no gi stuff if we're a bit ummy-ary of what it's going to be. But as far as I'm aware, it's definitely gi tonight, so I'm not going to take my no gi stuff. I might chuck a pair of no gi shorts in, because I always wear a rashi. It's pretty surreal looking down there and seeing a blue belt. For the last 3 years, every time I've packed my bag, it's been a white belt. And to be, I actually got quite emotional then, because it's the reality of it. Just, I know it's only a belt, and I know it means absolutely nothing to some people, the blue belt, but you have absolutely no idea what this means to me. What it means for the stoma community. This is my point, guys. 3 years. And I've done it. The same as everybody else. 3 years of consistent training. And I've done it. The same as Tommy. He's a guy that plays guitar, he's in a band, and he hasn't got a stoma. And we did it in the same time. And to me, that is surreal. The fact that my jiu-jitsu is the same as a guy that's so much physically better than me is incredible. And I can't thank the team enough. So obviously all of this then goes in my bag. I've added a towel and my Stoma stuff, just so you can see. But if we break it down, I've got my gi, my belt, rash guard. That plastic bag is in case any of this gets poo on. It's just so it doesn't get in my bag and doesn't get everything else fucked up. I've got 2 gum shield. This is my main gum shield. It's by Safe Jaws. It's honestly the best gum shield I've ever owned. It's incredibly secure, and the guy's doing a fantastic job. This is my Shock Doctor one. This is in case that one breaks or anything like that. I always have 2 gum shields, purely because you can easily get one bloody and jacked up, and you just need a second one very quickly. So always have 2. Some quick deodorant. There's not a lot left. Some cooling spray in case I pull anything. Some gel in case I pull anything. Some tissues in case I get emotional. Joking. No, it's in case there's no toilet roll or anything like that, or if I need to change my bag very quickly. I've got some tissues. We then have a towel and my Stoma stuff. I think I already said. Essentially, all of that, and I potentially might add some no gi shorts. It's just in case. I mean, worst comes to worst, I might just wear my gi pants. I love the gi at the minute, so yeah, I'm just going to make the most of doing it. There you go, it's all in there, all nice and neat. So let's get some lunch. So that's what I have for lunch today. Sausages, potatoes, mushrooms and onions and beans. Now, something a lot of people don't realise with Stomas is this stuff is your best friend. If without it, I'd be a dehydrated mess. So we have to make sure that we're consuming enough salt, people. Like, come on. Get that salt on your food. And make a mess too. I also try and have something like a fruit juice, squash, something like that while I eat. Just because otherwise it just gets all blocked up, and you got to keep your fluids up, guys. Very important. This is just from this morning, and this is the food. It'll be gone now. Now it's time to go to Amy's. So, we're in the Volvo. Yep, a Volvo. Or Ovlov. Basically, the Corsa died. Its head gasket blew and probably melted some stuff, so ended up with a Volvo. It's a family car, look. Car seat, big boots, the estate too, lowered. Not fancy, but this channel ain't about cars anymore, it's about those Jiu-jitsu. Also, are you ready to see how far I've got to drive? The only reason I'm taking the car is because I've got Jiu-jitsu. So, ready? Here we go, we're off. Ooh. Reverse, nope. Reverse, yep. Might be a bit wobbly, so apologies about that. Right, reverse out and let's drive. That's the floor. And we're off. Ready? Wobble, wobble. Oh no. Here's an automatic, so I pulled out on someone. They're probably absolutely fuming. I'm terribly sorry. What the inconvenience I've caused you. Then you turn left, and we're here. Oh, I'm such a lazy fuck. Right, park up. Oh dear, dear, dear. Anyway, when I'm not being lazy, I actually do jiu-jitsu, if you didn't know that already. Oh, I just pinched my fucking gentleman sausage. Well, hey, let's not go off the curb. Here we are. There you go, you just saw my parking face. Put the window up so no one steals the beast. Turn her off. Put it in park, otherwise you can't take it out. And we're here. So that's jiu-jitsu done. You can see from the videos, and now you can see that I'm in Asda. So I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. I didn't get to video before because one of our coaches was there early and he was doing a one-to-one. So I'll film that for you tomorrow. Hey guys, like I said, it is now the next day. Thank you very much for hopefully still watching. To be honest, yesterday was a bit of a everything that I tried to video just didn't go well, or it just didn't look good. So the problem is that means that you only get to see 2 rolls, but you can kind of see how I roll with a Stoma. I am going to try and video some more this week for you guys, so I have more rolls that I can show you. I'm also going to be videoing in a minute, possibly, don't hold me to it, because there are some guys in the gym about my Stoma, and I'm also going to use them. I'm going to borrow them, should I say, to go over some positions that I find uncomfortable, just so you guys can see what positions that aren't great for a Stoma, and what positions are good for a Stoma. I probably won't go over the are good bits, but I definitely want to show you guys what positions are bad for me. Then we can go from there. Right, so knee on belly is fine for me when it's up here, but it's when people go super low, that's a no-go, obviously, because of the Stoma. So initially, the pressure point is going straight through. Dean's being super nice and not putting it on. But if it was up here, which is where it should be, it's absolutely fine, apart from I can't breathe. Next position is when people are on my back. When people are on your back in jiu-jitsu, generally people keep their hooks in, which is absolutely fine. But it's when people go for any sort of choke and they go diagonally across me. So when the feet are across my Stoma, that can become quite uncomfortable. And even more so when people start pushing off my hip. Yeah, so that stretches out this area, which is really uncomfortable. Next position is mount. High mount is absolutely fine. That's perfectly fine, I don't mind when people do that. If Dean was in a low mount and grapes behind my legs, this is probably the worst position other than knee on belly, because it puts so much pressure on my Stoma, but it's actually hard to even concentrate about escaping. The next one is 50-50. Oh yeah, legs. Yeah. So when Dean goes for a leg lock, puts his feet up, and he's like this on my Stoma, pushing me away. This is uncomfortable. I've had toes go in Stoma and caused me to have stitches and all sorts because of this. So I always try and sit up. Even if they still get a submission, it's more comfortable. Thanks, mate. All good. Right then guys, that was jiu-jitsu done. I didn't really roll too much today, just because I'm a little bit sore from the week, and a couple of the guys are competing this weekend. I was going to be competing, but I pulled out. I had my reasons. My Stoma was one of them. I basically got injured a few weeks ago. It was a complete accident, and I had to have some glue put on my Stoma. I freaked out and pulled out of the comp. It's shit. Part of me wishes I didn't, but we can't change it. It is what it is, and I got my blue belt, so
I can't really hate on it. Pull out of this junction. I just wanted to have a little chat on the way home, just to go over everything and how I'm really feeling about my blue belt, because obviously that's what this video is about. It's about me talking about my blue belt. It's a strange feeling, because the white belts look up to me. The white belts almost look to me for training advice, and to be honest, I'm still, in my head, I'm still a white belt. I still don't think that I have the knowledge to be a blue belt, but then they ask me a question and I answer it, and it turns out I do know what the fuck I was talking about. And it's such a surreal feeling to know that my coach Martin knew that I knew all this before I even did. It's crazy. It's a crazy, surreal feeling. It's like, I can't describe, like, saying it, that you've got it. For me, it meant more than it would do to most people, because to most people it's just another belt. It's just a white belt, it's just a purple belt, it's just your brown belt, and then everyone gets excited about the black belt. Whereas for me, the blue belt was such a big obstacle, was such a big hurdle, and now I've achieved it. I can now focus on my jiu-jitsu getting better, my life, everything, and put jiu-jitsu first, and I can actually focus on it, and I can get better, and then eventually get that purple, get that brown, and then get that black. I want to be one of the first black belts in the UK with a Stoma. I won't stop until I get that. I will then work with Martin and the Mill Hill team to develop a plan for people to come down with disabilities and stomas. I want to develop something for people that have had my operation, that want to get into jiu-jitsu, combat sport, anything. I've been doing martial arts since I was 9 years old, so my fight IQ is very good. I can look at fights and I can analyse fights very well, so I feel like a teaching role would be really good for me. I never ever want to open my own club, but I really want to work with the guys, especially here on the island, to work with them, just to support them through their journey. I think we've got 2 white belts competing this weekend. I was going to be competing with them, like I said, so I'm just going to really work with them to better their game, and to give them some tips on competition and the pressures, and it's just strange, because as a blue belt, I feel like I have to do that. I feel like, I don't know, like the other blue belts, we all communicate with each other about stuff that I never communicated about as a white belt. The coaches talk to me more than they ever did. Like, I feel like more included as a blue belt, and I don't know, it's emotional for me, because I've got a Stoma. There's not a lot of people in the UK that train jiu-jitsu, and I'm a blue belt. Like, I made it to a blue belt with a Stoma. Like, from the beginning of my jiu-jitsu journey to now, I've had my Stoma, and I think that that's the most important thing. Like, I didn't start this journey without it. Okay, yeah, I did a bit of jiu-jitsu here and there when I was doing MMA, but I never really transitioned over to jiu-jitsu fully until I had my Stoma, and for me, that's crazy, because it's taken me 3 years, essentially, to get to where I am today with a year's break. And it's just fucking ridiculous. A bit sunny and I'm getting a bit hot, so I've opened the window. Apologies if you can't hear me. I just want to get the message out there for people that are thinking about jiu-jitsu, with a Stoma or without. Get to your local gym and do it. You will never ever regret it. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of those arts that, yeah, you will find for your first 6 months you'll get smashed. For your first year you might even get smashed. But then eventually something will click and you'll be able to understand Jiu-Jitsu. You'll be able to begin to develop your game, it's hard to explain, to feel Jiu-Jitsu in a way. And once you can do that, then you start to enjoy it. I've enjoyed getting beaten up my whole life. It is what it is. I was horrifically bullied as a kid, so it made me stronger, made me who I am today. I strongly believe that all of the people that bullied me wouldn't be able to do what I do, and it's just having that mentality to be able to push all the naysayers to the back of your head, the people that tell you would never be able to do it, and just getting out there and doing it, regardless of your problem, regardless if you've got a lung condition, heart condition, a missing limb. Jiu-jitsu is for you. Like, jiu-jitsu you will struggle, but if you have a good team around you, you have a good coach, you can achieve anything. And on the Isle of Wight, I feel like I have that. It's hard, it's interesting, and I hope that everyone has enjoyed this video, and that you do find some interest in it. But yeah, my name's Luke. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. I've got an ileostomy and I fucking love it. If you want to say more and you want to be part of this channel, then please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.